Every Royal Rumble begins the same way. For decades, these passageways have opened doors to glory.
The Undertaker has won the Royal Rumble.
To immortality.
Cody Rhodes has gone to WrestleMania. A man has gone back to back.
The Royal Rumble is more than a match.
Are you kidding me? Roman Reigns, Becky G.
It's a decision. Superstars make it. Only one makes it out.
Who is it gonna be?
I know what it's like to see your destiny waiting, to know what it could give you.
The championship match at WrestleMania.
And everything it might take.
And now, cricket and the WWE Credit One Visa Card present the Royal Rumble.
Welcome to the Royal Rumble. We are live from Fayetteville in Arkansas, and we are sold out. 60,000 people in the arena as the road to WrestleMania begins right now. And we're kicking things off in style. 30 women will enter the field with an opportunity to punch their ticket to the grandest stage of them all. Who will be the last woman standing tonight? Cody Rhodes, who is your WWE champion, looks to win after win after win. He takes on the Tsar Ilja Dragunov tonight. And also still to come, Jade Cargill. Has she overlooked the genius of the sky? Jade Cargill defends the WWE Women's Championship against Io Sky tonight. And also 30 men will enter the field, including John Cena, who will walk away with their ticket to a World Championship opportunity at the grandest stage of them all. And our main event of the evening, World Heavyweight Champion Bren in his home state will take on the Beast, Brock Lesnar. You're not going to want to miss this one, folks. It's live. And we're kicking things off here with the Women's Royal Rumble match. This is going to be one of a kind. The first Royal Rumble, well, the third Royal Rumble actually I've ever created, but this is the Women's Royal Rumble, and it will actually be, I believe, in total the 5th I've ever made. But the first in this universe mode. We're about to see who entrance number 1 and who drew number 2 as somebody looks to punch their ticket to New Orleans and WrestleMania. That hurt my throat a lot more. Who's got the unlucky number 1? La Primera. Number 1. She's gonna have to. It's been done before by Rhea Ripley and Rey Mysterio and many others. Shawn Michaels. Do not overlook the position of number 1. It is not the worst place to be, in my opinion, because you can scout the whole field. Stephanie's going to have to be exceptional tonight and be on her game to make sure that she outlasts the other 29 women to go to WrestleMania for an opportunity at the championship of her choosing. Can Stephanie Vaquer outlast the rest of the field here in Arkansas and punch her ticket to WrestleMania? Well, we're going to shortly find out who's number 2 and who will be joining Stephanie Vaquer. That's following this entrance. Here we go. Who drew number 2? Oh boy. 2 of the hottest prospects in WWE's future are number 1 and number 2. Well, both of these women have a lot of history, let's just say that. And one of these women, well, they're going to have to keep each other contained, because one of these women surely are one of the favourites to win the entire thing. And of course, a long way to go. A lot of women to enter. That's 28 other women in total. Julia and Stephanie get a fresh start against one another. You know, this might not be the last time that these two women ever meet. I'm sure it isn't in this universe. But we are continuing down the road to WrestleMania, and it begins tonight. Which one of these women will outlast the other? That's probably what's on both of these women's minds. This is an exceptional way to start the WWE Women's Royal Rumble match. So we're underway, folks, and Julia and Stephanie are going to battle it out at the start. And only one of these women, if they get through the rest of the field, will stand victorious. And Stephanie and Julia are going to start, and we're going to not waste any time. We're going to have an third entrant very quickly as these two ladies rehash an old rivalry. Who will be number 3? Kiana James. Of course, Kiana was the inaugural Intercontinental Women's Champion. Of course, she will be looking to get back some championship gold. Can she do it by outlasting the rest of the women in this Royal Rumble match? Julia's going to go to work on her. And a wonderful German suplex from Stephanie, of course, keeps rearing her head back at Julia. And, of course, Royal Rumble rules apply. You must be thrown over the top rope. Not the middle, not the bottom, over the top rope. With both feet touching the floor for an elimination to occur. And who will draw number 4? It's the Bird Lady, Lyra Valkyria. A bit of an outside pick, to be honest, but I think somebody who's more than capable, and Stephanie nearly went there, nearly got reversed. Let's keep an eye on the eliminations in this match, make sure we're following who does get eliminated. And of course, the ring will get crowded if someone isn't eliminated. Kiana James sent to the outside. Stephanie Vaquer with 1 elimination. Kiana, thank you for coming. It was a good effort, but who is number 5? Oh boy! The Juggernaut Jordynne Grace, the winner of the Women's Survivor Series tag team match. Can she outlast the rest and book her ticket to WrestleMania? Julia trying to eliminate Lyra Valkyria here. Stephanie looks to be going. Does escape Jordynne Grace. Keep your eyes on the south corner. Stephanie's going to break that up, I believe. And the emotion towards Julia seems to be too much as we await another entrant into this match. Of course, the ring can get crowded very fast. I did mention that. Up to 8 superstars in a ring at any one given time. Another cell boy. Here comes Nia Jax. The rest of the field should be very scared, because I can imagine she's going to start eliminating and throwing people out left, right and centre. Of course, has a record in the Women's Rumble for throwing out the most women. And oh my God, she's going to make light work of Julia and Stephanie Vaquer. And now Stephanie Vaquer tried to eliminate Julia here. And Julia does fight out of this. Oh boy, it's 1/3 of the Judgment Day. And you have to think all 3 women of the Judgment Day will be in this Royal Rumble match. That's good odds, 3 out of 30. If they work together, they might have one of them standing tall. And with Nia Jax in the field, Roxanne Perez, Lyra Valkyria, Stephanie Vaquer, Jordynne Grace, and Julia. It's like an NXT reunion and Nia Jax. Of course, don't be shocked to see Nia Jax start eliminating people. That wouldn't shock me at all. And we're going to continue here. Who's drawn the next number? Oh! WWE Hall of Famer Michelle McCool is here. And of course, should she punch her ticket to WrestleMania, that would be interesting for sure. And thank you for coming, Michelle. She just nearly ran into Nia Jax and she's fighting with Stephanie Vaquer. Nia's starting to impose her dominance, but of course, Jordynne Grace probably the only equaliser for Nia Jax in this match. And we're going to get the next entrant very, very, very shortly. Who will it be? Let's look at the draw. Raquel and Roxanne, who has just been eliminated, was about to have some help, but it's too little, too late here. Roxanne Perez was eliminated. Raquel Rodriguez enters the match. Michelle McCool still in the match. WWE Hall of Fame and number 1 and 2 Julia and Stephanie still in the match. Have to think that one of these will be the Iron Woman for sure. And a German suplex there from Stephanie going back to Julia. Look at Jordynne Grace with that incredible strength there. And I'll try to keep up to date with all the eliminations. Eat defeat to Lyra. It's quite difficult to follow, I'm not going to lie. We'll try not to miss one. And Jordynne Grace with a package suplex there on Nia Jax. As we await yet another entrant. Look at the strength of Raquel Rodriguez. Jordynne Grace is throwing Nia Jax around like she's a cruiserweight. Julia could be about to get eliminated here by Stephanie. No, she isn't. That's Chelsea Green. Of course, Michael P.S. Hayes said she's only used to enhance other people. I don't agree with that at all. I want to see her at the very, very top of this industry, and winning the WWE Royal Rumble would be a start. And we're gonna wait a minute. Nia Jax has been eliminated. I actually missed that. Nia Jax is out the field. That makes it a whole lot easier. Wow. The WWE Women's Tag Team Champion has been eliminated, and that is shocking. Lyra Valkyria has just been launched out by Jordan, and Stephanie eliminates Michelle McCool. We missed one elimination so far. That's not bad. Oh my God, what the hell's Jordynne Grace doing to Chelsea Green here? See you later, Chelsea. I can only imagine Jordynne Grace just going to dump her out. And we're down to 4 women in this ring, and we eliminated 3 as quick as you can say. 1, 2, 3. Michelle McCool, Lyra Valkyria, and Chelsea Green been sent packing. Now Raquel Rodriguez and Stephanie are going to battle it out, and Jordynne Grace and Julia, who is going to book their ticket to WrestleMania, folks. You've got to be excited, and the countdown is going to begin now again for our next entrant. Expect epic surprises at the Rumble. Who will be the next? Oh, it's Bayley, the role model, number 11. This would be one of the favourites to win for sure. Former Royal Rumble winner in 2024. Can barely outlast the rest of the field and book her ticket to WrestleMania. Of course, we do know that the Women's World Heavyweight Championship is vacant and will be decided inside the Elimination Chamber. We also don't know anything about the NXT Women's Championship too, but whoever wins this will have the opportunity to pick the winner of tonight's Royal match later on tonight, the WWE Women, or the World Heavyweight, or the NXT Women's. And here comes Bianca Belair. This could be a pick. And now we're gonna continue the action. Stephanie and Julia fighting it out again in the corner. These two women can't stand each other. Continue here, the action. Stephanie trying to eliminate Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace has to be the favourite. Bayley's just been dumped out by Raquel Rodriguez, who is the next number 13. Ooh, SmackDown's newest signing. Welcome to Vice City. And who's just... Julia's been dumped out. Who eliminated Julia? Oh, I missed it. Well, I'll go back and watch it, but we'll see on the highlight reel. Jordynne Grace sent to the outside. Stephanie Vaquer might be trying to eliminate her, but Bianca's going to intercept. Julia will not be going to WrestleMania, at least not via the Royal Rumble route. And Raquel and Lola Vice battling out in the top right corner. Jordynne Grace was close to being eliminated, and now look at this matchup. Jordynne Grace and Bianca Belair. Lash legend. This woman could go all the way, in my opinion. Could absolutely go all the way. And now Stephanie Vaquer has been dumped out the ring. And so has Lola Vice. Bianca Belair clearing the field. Stephanie's not going to Mania. That's heart-wrenching. We're going to continue. Royal Rumble action continues. Oh, and here we go. John and Grace eliminated by Raquel Rodriguez, and Maxine Dupree is going to enter the field. And of course, with all these women, Stephanie, Julia, Roxanne getting eliminated, you have to wonder who the hell has drawn them later numbers, because they are the biggest stars. We have Jordan Grace as well being eliminated. It's a big field. 30 women will enter, and I'm sure that's not the last surprise that we've seen of the night. Who is next? And Maxine dumps Lash Legend out. There's no way she's going to get Lash out. Oh! Maurice! Pourquoi? Can Maurice go on to win the Women's Royal Rumble match? That would be epic. And Raquel's been eliminated by Bianca there in the top left. She won't be going to WrestleMania. But my pick is now Maurice. And Maurice and Maxine Dupree. What a match that sounds like. Can the wife of The Miz, who's over on SmackDown, do the unthinkable and clear the rest of the field and go to WrestleMania? Number 17 coming up next, folks. See, I am paying a little bit of attention. No, and Maxine eliminates Maurice. And he has got to be the favourite, in my opinion. Liv Morgan. Well, I think AJ Lee will be the favourite. The overwhelming favourite. She is, by the bookies' odds, and now Lash Legend's just going to crush Liv Morgan. Welcome to the Royal Rumble, Liv. And a big drop kick from Maxine Dupree to Bianca Belair. And who will be next? No eliminations since the last one. And Lash Legend just using her strength. And here comes... Is that Asuka? Let's go. Asuka could be a dark horse in this Royal Rumble. Look at Lash Legend just ragdolling Bianca Belair around the ring. And this is about to get interesting. Liv Morgan dropped to a hold by Maxine Dupree. And you've got to always keep an eye on the Royal Rumble, because a lot of WrestleMania matches are decided here, not only for the winner, but obviously the prize that's at stake costs anger. Wait, Bianca Belair is going to eliminate Liv Morgan. Oh my God. Are we going to have a double elimination? Maxine Dupree. Lita? I think my pick's changed from Liv Morgan. I think it's definitely changed from Liv Morgan now. Lita's going to try and get rid of her. Lita, the WWE Hall of Famer, former multiple-time women's champion, actually eliminates Liv Morgan. Oh my God, I'd love to see that at WrestleMania. Wow. Now Bianca's going to go to work on Lita. Can Lita have a big performance here and book her ticket to WrestleMania? I'd love to see. What the hell is Asuka doing? Just drop-kicking thin air. Who's next? Oh boy, Charlotte Flair. She's won the Royal Rumble twice. Lash Legend been dumped out by Asuka. She's won the Royal Rumble twice. Can she win it again? And a kick there from Asuka to Charlotte Flair. Looks like Lita's trying to get rid of Bianca Belair here. Bianca has been a bit of a thorn in the side of the women that have been entering ever since she's come into the Royal Rumble match. The Hurricanrana there from Lita, who's throwing back to the early 2000s in her athletic ability. Who will be next? We got 10 entrants left, guys, which is where you kind of get the idea who's going to WrestleMania. And it's the Women's Intercontinental Champion, Nikki Bella. And her and Lita surely have a bit of history. And I can't imagine that Nikki Bella would avoid. And yeah, look, Lita straight for Nikki Bella. Because she beat Tiffany Stratton in a last woman standing match with her career on the line just 3 weeks ago to become your new WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion. Of course, she's got Becky Lynch on her shoulders, so her road to WrestleMania could look very, very overcrowded if she's got to deal with defending the Intercontinental title and go for a world title. I think Nikki could go far in deep in this Rumble. Here comes SmackDown's own Kalani Jordan. Of course, Raw and SmackDown have been very good at recruiting. They've got some shrewd signings from NXT. And of course, NXT launches in 2k26. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Charlotte with a nice move there. Lita and Nikki Bella are brawling like it's 2011. And maybe Lita has had enough as she goes to eliminate Nikki Bella and does. Lita is making a few enemies here in the Royal Rumble. We don't know her current status, by the way, but it's always good to see Lita back in the Royal Rumble. And who is that? It's Becky Lynch. Lita might want to run for the fences because Becky hates Lita. And she also hates Nikki Bella, who she eliminated. Becky she went for a pinfall wrong. It's an R-Truth moment from Becky Lynch, and of course Lita goes after Becky, and Asuka has Bianca Belair. Just keep an eye on this one, folks, because I think Bianca Belair Asuka's got a couple of sneaky eliminations. Don't underestimate Asuka, who's just eliminated DST. Now Lita's going to eliminate Asuka. No! And Lita with another elimination. Keep an eye on Lita. She's got a few eliminations, and here comes Tiffany Stratton, because she's recovered fully from that last woman standing match, and she is in the Royal Rumble match. Can she get an elimination? Or can she win the thing? Tiffany's probably my favourite outside the actual favourites to win this, and Lita's going to fight back. Lita nearly eliminated by Kalani Jordan there. What a coup that'd be for Kalani Jordan. Charlotte's going to go to the edge, and now Lita's going to get a hold of her. No rest for the wicked. We are really approaching the end now. Rhea Ripley, Mammy's home, and I can only imagine she's going to clear field. And she goes straight after Charlotte. There's a couple of enemies there, but Lita is still in this Royal Rumble. And she's looking as good as she did in 2005. Very impressed with Lita, and now Rhea's going to go after Lita. Of course, an elimination will occur if you go over that top rope and both feet touch the floor. And we continue. Alexa Bliss, Charlotte, her friend, is in the ring. Alexa will want to make it till AJ Lee comes out for definite. The hatred Alexa has for AJ Lee is unspoken about, and it's not spoken about enough. Becky Lynch nearly goes to the outside. A spear, and Alexa's going to go straight after Tiffany. These two have history in this universe mode, a best-of-3 series. And Kalani's been eliminated in the bottom. I did not see that. I apologise. It's very hard to keep up with the eliminations. I underestimated this massively. Now Lita's going to try and put away Alexa Bliss. Who is next? Oh, another new SmackDown signing, Zarya. Imagine she debuted on SmackDown just last week. She goes ahead and wins the Royal Rumble match. Alexa Bliss, and Charlotte's eliminated Alexa. This is going to have vital repercussions. Alexa Bliss is fuming on the outside and won't get to beat AJ Lee in the ring thanks to her tag team partner, Charlotte. Charlotte, of course, this past week on SmackDown, slapping Alexa Bliss straight in the dome piece after they lost the number 1 contenders match to the Judgment Day. Alexa will not be going to WrestleMania, at least not for the World Championship of her choosing. And Becky and Rhea are going to battle it out. Tiffany and Zarya, and Lita with a twist of fate to Charlotte Flair. We are really approaching the business end. Just 3 more entrants. Is it 1990s? Alundra Blaze makes her way to the ring, and I can't imagine she's going to have a big performance. Lita says, oh, a nice tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Zarya has been eliminated by Rhea. No WrestleMania world title opportunity for Zarya potentially. Now Lita's going to try and get rid of Alundra Blaze here. Another Hurricanrana. Thank you for coming, Alundra. Medusa. And she's been dumped out the ring. 2 more entrants. We know one of them is AJ Lee. Who is next? Oh boy! Blake Monroe. Can I change my pick, ladies and gentlemen? The glamour is in the universe mode. We have it in this edition of the universe mode. Blake Monroe has not been in it. Welcome to the Jackverse. And they dump out Tiffany Stratton. And what a match this looks like. Blake Monroe and Charlotte Flair. And of course that means that number 30, and usually you wouldn't do this to spoil it, we know number 30 in the men's is Gunther. Who is number 30 in the women's? Well, light it up. So, one of these 5 women, Lita has finally been eliminated, by the way. AJ Lee, Blake Monroe, Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley, or Charlotte Flair are going to WrestleMania for a World Championship opportunity of their choosing. Who will it be? Interestingly, it's going to be close, and I wonder who it's going to come down to. Blake Monroe and AJ Lee going to fight out, and it's so good to see Blake finally getting the recognition she deserves by being called up to this Universe World. Charlotte went for a spear there on Rhea Ripley, but Becky intercepted a former horsewoman. And Blake is going to try and eliminate AJ Lee here. German suplex from Rhea. It's very tense DDT from AJ Lee. The Uranagi from Becky. Becky's going to go after a double underhook DDT here to Charlotte and does toss her over in that suplex. And AJ Lee and Blake Monroe are really lighting it up here in the bottom left corner. DDT again from AJ. And a riptide to Becky. If you can get her up and get her over the ropes, she's gone. And AJ Lee and Blake Monroe can't be separated. Rhea's going to go after Charlotte. Shot to the head. And there's so much at stake. WrestleMania is on the line. And now Rhea is trying to eliminate Becky Lynch. Could Rhea be about? It looks like she's got her. And Becky is eliminated. Becky will not be going to WrestleMania for that World Championship opportunity of her choosing. And Rhea's going to try and eliminate Blake Monroe. Charlotte and AJ Lee are going to fight out now. And AJ Lee's going to beat the living daylights out of Charlotte Flair. And AJ Lee after Rhea. She wasn't getting Blake out. Blake was very resilient. And now Charlotte's going to interrupt. And now Blake trying to separate the field. It's very concocting there. It's very compact, sorry. And a natural selection to Rhea Ripley from Charlotte. Now Charlotte might look to eliminate Rhea Ripley and does so over the top rope and by Rhea. We're down to 3. One of these women will go to WrestleMania. One of them will. And Rhea is not going to be that woman. She'll be furious. Now AJ Lee and Blake Monroe are eyeing up eliminating the 15-time Women's World Champion. Probably the biggest threat in this Royal Rumble, let's be honest. And AJ Lee's going to go for the elimination. And Hurricanrana from AJ Lee. And we are down to 2. And Blake Monroe is reveling in this crowd. And AJ Lee is going to stand face to face. And here we go. WrestleMania. Everything is on the line here. And you cannot make a mistake, because that mistake can lead to you being left off the WrestleMania card. Now AJ Lee's going to take the fight to Blake Monroe. Incredible heart shown from AJ Lee. So glad to see her back as well. And she's waving to Blake Monroe. And one of these women will be going to WrestleMania. Who will punch their ticket? AJ Lee looking to eliminate Blake Monroe here, who's returned or debuted or whatever you want to call it. Blake could be about to get eliminated here from AJ Lee. Can she fight out? She does. Now Blake after AJ Lee. Irish whip sending AJ Lee to the outside. She's got beat, and AJ counters. Skinning the cat. Oh my God. That was close. Black Widow. She's stretched. This could be it. If you throw her out the ring, she's tapping as well. Blake Monroe wants nothing to do with this submission, and AJ might be looking for another one. Blake Monroe's dreams are in tatters. Forearm. Another forearm. Trying to get Blake to the edge of the ring. Does have a hold of Blake and going to hit her with a neck breaker. Looks like AJ Lee's going to be going to WrestleMania, folks. That's what we're looking at. And a big forearm there. And another big forearm. Throw her out. And Blake Monroe reverses. Oh my God, a drop kick from Monroe. Glamour is forever. Now Blake's going to have to keep working on AJ Lee. Irish whip. And the Blake Monroe nearly going, and a spinning kick there from AJ. Keeps AJ on top. Who is going to go to WrestleMania, folks? Who will book their ticket to the grandest stage of them all? And it looks like AJ Lee is going to try to dump Blake Monroe over the top rope. And she is going to attempt it. But Blake's surely going to get out of it. No, she isn't. She's going to escape. Oh, my God. Blake sent to the outside, but she's still fighting. Who will go to WrestleMania? Now Blake Monroe taking AJ Lee to the corner. And what the hell is Blake Monroe thinking? Oh my god, look at the athleticism. Hurricanrana from the top rope from Blake. And now she could be looking for it. I'm going to call it its old name. She's looking for Mayday. If this connects, it's over and connects. Get her to her feet. Throw her out, Blake. Achieve your destiny. Now she's going to stretch the arm. Blake Monroe is literally a throw out away from going to WrestleMania. Blake, Irish whip, AJ Lee on the edge, and this time, Monroe is going to WrestleMania. What a statement from Blake Monroe. Wow. Blake Monroe is your 2026 Royal Rumble winner. Congratulations, Blake. She will go ahead and face a champion of her choosing at WrestleMania. What a women's Royal Rumble match that was. Congratulations to the Glamour, Blake Monroe, on bunching her ticket to WrestleMania. Well, now she is eligible to choose either the WWE Women's Championship, currently held by the winner of the next match, Jade, Cargill and Io Sky, the Women's World Heavyweight Championship, which will be contested inside the Elimination Chamber, or the NXT Women's Championship that will be determined at NXT Vengeance Day come the end of March. Who will Blake choose? That's completely up to her, but her ticket. And Blake Monroe is in fact the first person officially confirmed for WrestleMania. And we're going to continue the action with the women right now as Jade Cargill looks set to defend her WWE Women's Championship against none other than Io Sky. Well, folks, according to the viewers, you guys have got Jade with a clean sweep. As Io said to Jade last week on SmackDown, do not overlook the genius of the Sky. Io has held the championship before at world level. Can she do it again here in Arkansas? I believe in Io Sky. I think that Io Sky, if she's at her absolute best tonight, can walk away with that WWE Women's Championship. And Jade will be left wondering why she ever overlooked this woman. And of course, this match is scheduled for 1-4. It's a normal disqualification, will be in effect. And Io Sky looks to make her name and put it up in lights as your new WWE Women's Champion. But beating Jade Cargill on the flip side will be no easy task at all. It's always exciting to see Io Sky in action right where she belongs, at the top of the women's division over on SmackDown. And here comes the Storm. And of course, Jade Cargill beating Julia a few months ago to win the WWE Women's Championship. She was undisputed, and now she is the head of SmackDown. It's always a spectacle when Jade Cargill comes to town, and the 60,000+ people inside this arena think the same by the vocals that are being shared. Jade could be about to cement her legacy and go into WWE 2k26 as the champ, and she looks to make short work of Io Sky. Whether she can do that is a very, very difficult task. I do genuinely think a lot of people are overlooking Io Sky. I mean, if I was to pick a woman off the SmackDown roster, I'd be looking at Io Sky or Rhea Ripley potentially being the ones that could. And if you're a betting person, I think if I was ever to place a bet on this, I think now or never is the time where the title will change, because Jade has been very dominant. This crowd are making it very vocal about Jade and their opinion. Of course, a bit conflicted as well, because Jade Cargill is a bad person, all being said, in character, not in real life, by the way. Jade, don't kill me. She's not done things traditionally respectfully, let's just say that. And that could come to bite her here tonight. And look at this crowd, look at this stadium, the Donald W. Reynolds Stadium, for the first time hosting a WWE event. It's such a big moment for the state of Arkansas to have the Royal Rumble. It's such an honour to be here with you guys from Arkansas as we look towards progressing the Royal Rumble. We've just had an incredible 30-woman Royal Rumble match, and we've still got the men's to go. But the running order is as follows: Jade versus Io, Cody versus Ilja. The 30 men's Royal Rumble will be after that. And our main event is the home state boy, Mr. World Heavyweight Champion Bren, as he takes on the Beast. Well, this one's going to get underway, folks, and we're focused on nothing else other than this match right now for the WWE Women's Championship. We're going to meet in the centre of the ring, and Jade are going to go immediately for a choke slam and slamming Io to the mat, and just telling Io exactly what she thinks of Io overpowering the genius of the Sky this early on. And she's going to taunt Io. Might not be the best strategy, Hurricanrana there from Io. Kick to the back of Jade Cargill there, sending a message, and now she's saying some words back to Jade. Io Sky will look to defeat Jade in fashion here tonight. Of course, the punters have got Jade as a favourite to win this match. I am very, very sceptical on the bookies' odds here tonight as Io just wipes the floor with Jade. I mean, is this necessarily the right tactic early on, and sending Jade to the outside is to wind Jade up? I don't necessarily know if that's smart from the genius of the Sky, but I'm going to put my trust in her performance. And Torpe Suicida from Io Sky, throwing everything at this one. She knows what's at stake. She's been in this situation before, let's not forget. She's been in this situation many a times in her career, and a spear from Jade on the outside, chopping the genius of the Sky in half. And of course, you have to think both of these women potentially will have had an eye on the Women's Royal Rumble match and saw that Blake Monroe did win that match, and Jade's going to restart the count here. She's not bothered about winning via count out. She's going to make this match as brutal as possible, and the push-ups have been done. And Io is just going to look on as Jade is taunting her. And now they're saying words to each other. Huge clubbing blow from Jade. A reversal from Io. And into the barricade goes Jade. And now Io's going to fight her way back. And the steps just seem to get in the way. A nice uppercut there from Io. Both these women are going to have to get back in the ring. Io will restart the count. Of course, she cannot win the WWE. Oh my God, a moonsault. She cannot win the WWE Women's Championship via count out. The championship will remain with Jade. Now she's going to drag Jade back into the ring. Jade says, no, you're not dragging me anywhere. And Jade's going to inflict some more punishment with a hat trick of clotheslines here from Jade Cargill. And I have to say, it's been a wonderful road to the Royal Rumble here tonight, and it's been wonderful being in Arkansas. What a pleasure. Thank you for having us. And I would love to be back here at some point in the future. But of course, plenty of states, plenty of cities, plenty of countries to see. But the Royal Rumble that will always be known, our first Royal Rumble of this universe mode, will always be known in 2K28, 9, 7, 6. As the first Royal Rumble been held in Arkansas. And we are traditionally doing it like WrestleMania 1, 2, 3, 4, if that makes sense. And a drop kick there from Io, taking Jade Cargill down. And Io's going to continue this offense. And I have to say, I'm impressed with Io Sky. Compared to Jordan Grace, compared to Tiffany Stratton, it seems that Io has got a bit more of Jade's number than either of them two. Drop kick and Jade's busted open. We've never seen Jade quite competed with like this. And another uppercut attempted, and now Jade just launches Io across the ring. No thank you, says Jade Cargill, and she's just saying some negative feedback to Io Sky based off her her offense. And Jade just flexing the strength, just launches Io Sky into that turnbuckle effortlessly. Now Io back to her feet. Another clubbing blow there from Cargill. What the hell is Jade doing? Into the corner goes Io Sky. And a reversal from Io Sky might not be the worst thing she's done. And a big kick from the Genius of the Sky. And Jade might be seeing stars. They could be looking for that over the moonsault. Oh no, she's not. She's going to go high risk and she's going to go for a dive maneuver. And DDT connected. Oh, it countered from Jade. Still in this one. And then back and forth. It seems like neither of these women can quite get the upper hand, which makes it interesting. Two very different styles. And now Io hits a suplex. Two very different styles on display here. You have Io, who's faster, more technical. Jade, who is more power and precision. And a missile drop kick lands from Io. To the top rope goes Io Sky. Could be eyeing up that DDT again. It looks like she is. Effective move here from Io. If she lands it, and DDT connects from the top rope. Hook of the leg. Pinfall attempt. And a kick out from Jade. Cargill looking to put the Brit to get a comeback here, but Io's just one step ahead. Jade misses and a super kick from Io. Io has a real fighting chance in this match and she's showing that already. And a big forearm from Io. She's going to show a lot of fight. It could be looking for a submission hold here. And I don't know if Jade Cargill's somebody who will give up too easily, but the head scissors is locked in and Io looks. No, she doesn't. Jade escaped. Now back to her feet, Io Sky. Jade's going to go for that big clubbing kick. And Io Sky days might be numbered here. Into the corner, and now Jade's taking Io Sky to the top rope. And what the hell is Jade Cargill? Look at the power of Jade Cargill. And military press straight onto the floor. Went for the Jaded there. Io reversed and a clothesline. Do not want to get hit by that. It'll be lights out if that connects. Now Io could potentially be looking for something big. She's going to stomp on Jade Cargill, and now a handstand into the knees to the gut. Collar and elbow tie up into where the hell is Io taking? Oh my god, she's going to risk it all. And Jade is down, and I'm sure Io won't be afraid of heights. She never seems it. Io's going to dive away, and a drop kick misses. And that was a big risk for a no reward there. And a back tilt-a-whirl backbreaker from Cargill is going to inflict damage on the lower back. And into the timekeeper's area goes Io Sky. And an invisible wall is what takes her out. Jade's going to continue that offense right now. Into the ring goes Io. Now Jade is on the top rope. And what the hell is Jade Cargill doing so high? Oh, and misses. She went for a spear. Io has telegraphed a lot of Jade Cargill's offense. We didn't see Tiffany Stratton do that all that much. And of course, Jade, your current WWE Women's Champion. Now Io might be risking it big. Hurricanrana from the top rope connects. Io might be dialing in for the over the moonsault. And a kick. It connects. And will Jade be able to kick out? Yes. Gonna have to do a little bit more, I think, in my opinion, to put away Jade Cargill. What a fantastic move the over the moonsault is, but Jade is no ordinary woman. And now Jade has had enough. And Jade might have let Io have her moments, her combinations, but it all was for sure. Oh, and we're going to get some trading blows here. Both these women are going to throw barbs, haymakers, and absolute fisticuffs in the middle of this ring here in Arkansas at the Royal Rumble. The WWE Women's Championship on the line. Everything has to be risked in this match. And both women just slapping the hell out of each other. And Jade would be my favourite, but Io comes out on top again. And this crowd are screaming Io Sky's name. Io might be looking for the big one. Drop kick from Sky. Could be looking for another over the moonsault. Well, she's looking for something. Or maybe another DDT to plant Jade firmly on the mat for a second one. DDT misses, and that is a big error because Jade's going to take advantage of that. And here comes the Jaded. Good night, Io Sky. Thank you for coming. Good effort. You won a 6-woman Hell in a Cell. You must be respected for that. But the title is coming home with the Storm. Jade. Cargill, or is it? What the hell? Io kicks out. Now Jade launches the referee over the ropes. It spears her out. What the hell? And that's going to allow Io a chance to win this match. Hurricanrana from Io. She's shifted the offense, and the over the moonsault could be about to connect again. And Io is going to hit it, but there isn't a referee in the ring. And Io would be our new WWE Women's Champion, but Jade throwing the referee out the ring. And Io Sky's going to go check where she is. And she cannot believe it. Her championship dreams could be over. She turns back to Jade with a huge kick. And Cargill might be looking to end it now. Io hasn't moved. And Jade Shepherd, what the hell is Jade Cargill thinking? Is she going to get herself disqualified? Jade Cargill with the steel chair. Could be looking to get disqualified here. Was trying to escape the referee. The referee gets involved. And a clothesline there from Io to break it up. Trying to get herself disqualified. Probably wants this match. Maybe feels like she doesn't have Io's number. Now Sky with a drop kick. And she's signalling that over the moonsault once more. Could be about to hit it. A splash attempted and Jade avoids it. And a spear from Cargill. Pinfall attempt here from Jade. And Io surely doesn't kick out of this, and she does. Match still on. And the frustration of Jade, she's going to take the turnbuckle pad off here. The frustration is evident in a huge big boot to Io Sky. And Jade, you have the match won. She's taking every turnbuckle pad off, and I don't know why. The referee in charge, another spear, is going to be distracted. And she might be looking, what the hell is Jade doing? She's throwing every turnbuckle pad in the goddamn arena off. And she's just beating Io Sky down. Jade might be looking to injure Io Sky here as she continues this work. And Jade is trying to keep the referee off wraps. And you have to think that Jade has got a plan in place, taking that turnbuckle pad off again. And Jade Cargill might be looking for some weaponry. And she's going to go into the ring. Referee in charge. And she's talking to Io now, saying, don't do anything stupid. And she takes the chair off Cargill. And a kick from Io. The referee is in charge here. And the referee is distracted again. What the hell? Oh my god! Missed to the eyes of Jade Cargill from Io Sky. Jade can't see. Not like this. Io Sky, the referee never saw anything. And Io Sky is your new WWE Women's Champion. What the hell? Have we just seen Io turn heel? Jade was the one with the underlying tactics trying to get herself disqualified. The referee turns her back for a second. And there you go. Missed to the face. And we're continuing with the WWE Championship match. And of course, a lot of people overlooked Io Sky. Did they also overlook the Mad Dragon, the Tsar, Ilja Dragunov? Ilja looks set to go head one-on-one for the first time for a World Championship here in Arkansas. Can he book his ticket potentially to WrestleMania and dethrone the American Nightmare, who is having a bit of a nightmare time at the moment? Of course, Cody, we know when his head is on forward, he is one of the best in the business, QB1, but Ilja Dragunov is looking to upset the apple cart here tonight. And And if Ilja can upset the apple cart tonight, he will be our new WWE Undisputed Champion. But my money is on a close contest here. The American Nightmare came out just a couple of weeks ago and said the way that he reverts his legacy to that of something that he wants to be memorable is to win and win and win and win. And that starts tonight here with Ilja Dragunov, who could spoil that party if he's at his very, very best. Of course, don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you don't miss an episode of WWE Universe. We're going to 2k26. It's a little bit emotional, this episode, not in a real like crying way, but obviously it's the last episode of WWE 2k25. I'm going to say goodbye. I've already got WWE 2k26 in the Steam library ready to, well, it's not ready to go, but hopefully pre-downloaded. I'm going to take, obviously, the first week to work. I will upload some videos, maybe 1 or 2, just setting up universe mode, having a look, playing around. But obviously universe mode is going to take a short break after the Royal Rumble, and we'll probably resume around the 13th or 14th of March. But guys, the support over the year has been absolutely incredible for the universe mode. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and next year we're going to come back bigger, better and stronger. And don't forget, the show never stops. You're welcome, 2K. I'll promote your goddamn game, seeing as you don't. I'm joking, and then as we pull our attention back inside the Donald W. Reynolds Stadium, the home of the Arkansas Razorbacks, Cody Rhodes makes his way to the ring for his first defense of his WWE Undisputed Championship. And of course, the general manager's transition. You guys voted. You guys raised your voice. On Raw, you chose William Regal. On SmackDown, this is a SmackDown affair, just like Jade Neo, you chose Teddy Long, who isn't going to have the facet of The Undertaker, so you can't go one-on-one with him, player. And of course, NXT, you did choose, well, you give the Universe mode some bad news, because Barrett is going to be in charge down there. But Cody is looking for a big win. Can he get it here tonight? That remains to be seen. My money is on Cody, the WWE Champion, to outshine Ilja tonight, but of course I'm not meant to be biased. So who will pick up the victory? That's what it's all about, folks. The WWE Championship, Undisputed Championship, whatever you want to call it. The winner of this match will go ahead and hold that championship going into 2K26. And of course, up next, make sure you stay tuned, because we have the 13 men's Royal Rumble match. And we're just doing the master. We're handing it over to the master of ceremony, Mike Rome, who's introducing the two individuals who will compete here on the SmackDown side of things for that WWE Championship. And we'll be underway very, very shortly. So, we're about to kick things off, folks. Cody Rhodes, Ilja Dragunov. Of course, Ilja is a bit like Io in terms of dynamic in the last match. Io was underestimated by Jade, but of course, not the way that we expected Io to ever behave, but poison mist to the eyes of the storm did cost Jade. And I can only imagine being a fly on the wall in the SmackDown locker room and come mid-March when SmackDown comes back, because Jade, I can imagine she's going to be fuming. I wouldn't like to see her being in the back, and I'm actually getting word that she's had to be escorted out of the arena, or out of the stadium. She's already left the building, so that's not a good sign. And these two men are going to start off by taking everything in. The 60,000 plus people here, and they do right. Cody's had enough. We're going to start with some wrestling. Of course, I would like to think Ilja Dragunov is more of a master at this side of things, but you never know. And Ilja's going to go to work here on Cody, and of course, he's going to have to be at his absolute best. We talk about Cody Rhodes, and Ilja wins the exchange early on. And he's just celebrating Cody with a clothesline, stops the celebration early. And a knee drop from the American Nightmare. Now back to his feet is Ilja Dragunov. Irish whip into the corner. Cody with a clothesline. If he can keep this pace up, keep this counterproductive. Sorry, not counterproductive. Counter. Oh, and he missed with that, and Ilja. It's proactive. Let's use the word proactive. Let's stay safe. If he could use his proactive mentality shown in the early goings of this match, I'm sure Cody Rhodes will be fine, but Ilja just caught him with a knee to the face there. And now Ilja's going to fly, goes for the cross body, and it's telegraphed by the American Nightmare. Suplex connects from Cody Rhodes, looking to retain his WWE Championship. The road to New Orleans is in the horizon. You can almost see it, but up first we've got the Elimination Chamber. Cody going for a disaster kick, and it does connect. Of course, it's kind of a sort of a vying for position now at the moment. Very early on in this match, Cody's going to throw him against the ring. Nice arm toss there from Cody. And Cody is smart and methodical here, and I think this is how he's got to be throughout the match. Ilja Dragunov, of course, a master of taking punishment, which sounds like a massive insult, but actually it's incredibly good to be so durable. Goes for them bionic punches, and Ilja counters. Ilja says no thank you. And Uranagi, a spine buster there from Ilja. Going to go for the pinfall here against Cody Rhodes, a 1 count. And the referee was quick to respond to that, and Ilja Dragunov was happy, and chops here from Ilja. Humongous chops from the Mad Dragon. Now Ilja looks to take it to the outside and does. Of course, Ilja will not win the WWE Championship via count out. What the hell's Ilja Dragunov thinking? Torpe Suicida to Cody Rhodes. Of course, I don't think Cody's someone who would want to win via countout either. And now Cody's going to punch away, and we're going to see them combination punches, normally finished by the bionic elbow, made famous by the late great Dusty Rhodes, his father. And a nice bionic elbow there from Cody. Needs to get Ilja back in the ring. Cody's not somebody who would like to win this match via countout, and the barricades can be rather delightful if you want to use them. Also very impactful. Need to bring this one back to the ring. Referee has a 5 count here. And of course, you have to think both of these men will surely have an eye on that 30-man's Royal Rumble match. And what the hell does Cody have planned here? Crossbody, I believe Ilja caught him, plucked him out of thin air. Look at the strength of the Mad Dragon. And a scoop slam from Ilja. Of course, a bit complacent there from Cody, allowing Ilja too much time to recover. And a crossbody there from Ilja to follow up. And now a reversal again from Cody Rhodes, a clothesline from Cody. And this is good from Cody. He might be taking quite a bit of punishment, but he's quick to react and stop it when it reaches momentum. What the hell is this move from Cody Rhodes? Drops Ilja on his neck. Could be enough. Never seen that move before. Kick out one from the Mad Dragon, of course. He's incredibly durable. Cody going for that disaster kick. It's slapped away from Ilja. And now Ilja's going for something interesting. Electric chair and into the backdrop. An unsiege bar right on the back of Ilja's trunks. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm sure it means something like tough. And a disaster kick finally lands for Cody Rhodes. Now Cody might be looking for a missile dropkick, connects. And surely he's going to go for that Cody cutter soon. And he's going to go for a moonsault. Clever work here from Cody, showing some athleticism. And this might be the best way to take down the Mad Dragon. What the hell is Cody going for here? The cutter, and he misses it. Short, misinterpreted. And that's going to allow Dragunov an opportunity to counter and DDT from the Tsar. Moscow will be watching this one as well, as Ilja Dragunov is representing his country tonight. Sent on from the top rope. Straight to the midsection of Cody Rhodes, the WWE Champion. And now Ilja might be about to knock his goddamn lights out. And Cody Rhodes might be asleep. And involuntarily. And a kick out from Cody somehow. I think it looked knocked out to me. It looked like Ilja landed flush on the jaw. Now Ilja might be looking for some torpedo. Moscow goes for the big boot. Cody telegraphs it. Cody might be going for something big here. Another punch. Don't know what he was doing. And he's going to the top rope again. Ilja looks stunned after them punches. Is Ilja going to allow this to happen? And Cody misses anyway. And Ilja with a DDT again. Of course, neither man apart from, well, Ilja Dragunov, the only one to land something big with that big forearm, the H-bomb. And into the ring post goes Cody Rhodes. My God, man. Ilja not stopping at anything to win the WWE Championship here tonight. And now, foot on the throat of Cody Rhodes. And it was for the chop. Cody does anticipate. And now we're going to see a super Cody cutter. Hook of the leg. Pinfall attempt to retain the WWE Championship. And it's not enough. It's not enough. And now Cody might be looking for the crossroads. He's going to throw Ilja Dragunov into the corner and stomp away. Cody is building and feeding on the momentum of this Arkansas crowd here tonight. Ilja could be in trouble, was going for that punch combination again. Now Ilja Dragunov might have him up and might put him down with that power bomb. And does so. Cody Rhodes back flat on the mat. Ilja going for the pinfall and a kick out at 2.5 from Cody Rhodes, who was just seconds away from losing his WWE Undisputed Championship. Now Ilja is going to continue to inflict punishment. A nice suplex there, modified. Now Ilja might be looking for that submission. He's going for the H-bomb, but Cody Rhodes telegraphs it. And one thing after another. Fall asleep, Ilja. You'll get crossroads. And Cody to retain. God. The one thing is, unlike any other competitor, Ilja Dragunov is so durable. I would have expected that Cody's going to have to do twice the work just to put him down, and now Cody's taking him to the top rope, and I think Cody's willing to risk it all, but Ilja telegraphs it. And Cody telegraphs Ilja, and now we're going for them punches in bunches again. Cody Rhodes looking to retain the championship, could do so, and a bionic elbow again. Back to his feet, goes for that combination again. And Ilja with a huge clothesline, wiping Cody Rhodes out. And Ilja to the top rope. He's going to fly. He wants to fly, and a knee drop straight to the neck of the WWE Champion. Sent on here, sent on there, and sent on everywhere. Ilja Dragunov is picking up the pace here, and Cody Rhodes could be in serious trouble. One more big move could be all it takes, and a single-handed axe handle takes down the American Nightmare. Now Ilja goes for that chop. Cody, uppercut, and Ilja's on Dream Street here. And Cody Rhodes might be able to pick him off with this. And a clothesline in the corner. Ilja's stunned. He's all over the place. Cody Rhodes is going to the top rope. The American Nightmare looks good for his money now. And a moonsault connects. Ilja, has he got much fight left? Cody's going to go for another cutter. And he doesn't get it. But it still hurts Ilja Dragunov. Now Cody might be lining up the crossroads. It's been an incredible performance here from Ilja Dragunov. He's going to go for this move again. We saw him use it earlier. On the neck goes Ilja. And surely we're reaching the business end of this one, folks. Cody lining him up. Suplex attempt. I believe Ilja's going to wiggle his way out. Now Ilja might be looking for something big. And another power bomb, it looks like, from the SAR. And it connects. And he might be looking for that big right hand. Once more, left hand this time. So he's had it from both angles. And I believe we're going to crown a new WWE champion here, folks. Ilja Dragunov. Oh, Cody kicks out. Cody kicks out. And Ilja Dragunov is going to have to do more to put away the American Nightmare. Might be looking for another big move from the top rope and misses, and Cody capitalizes the crossroads again, and he might be looking for the hat trick. This will be the third crossroads, and Ilja is in trouble. Cody Rhodes, another crossroads. Referee is down for the count, and he is still your WWE champion. What a match, folks. That was really tense. Of course, Ilja Dragunov putting on a wonderful performance, showing exactly his credibility as a WWE Championship competitor, and definitely for sure in my eyes a future world champion. But this time Cody's stakes were just higher, and the pressure was more on Cody, and he handled that pressure like a champ. And now he's the champ. We're going to find out who the World Heavyweight Champ is later. We're going to transition into the Royal Rumble match. No ad breaks. So make sure you enjoy Cody's title celebrations. Congratulations, Cody Rhodes, on retaining the WWE Championship. I'll see you guys at the Men's Royal Rumble. We are on to our 30-men Royal Rumble match. Our final Royal Rumble match, and the winner of this match will get an opportunity to face the world champion of their choosing at WrestleMania, who is going to stand tall and beat the other 29 superstars by throwing them over the top rope with both feet touching the floor. And we are just seconds away from finding out who entrance number 1 and entrance number 2 is. And despite the fact, like I said in the Women's Royal Rumble, entrant number 1 can sometimes be a lucky number because... Oh boy. The man who deviated away from the NBO. Well, at least it looks that way. The armband is still very much firmly on for now, but Bron Breakker is number 1. Oh, Jesus. Bron wants to go off on his own path by the looks of things. Nothing is official yet, hence the brand. But Bron Breakker is number 1. And he's going to have to outlast the rest of the field to win this WWE Royal Rumble. Well, 30 superstars will enter, 30 superstars will compete, but only one will remain to book their spot to New Orleans. Of course, many of these superstars will end up on WrestleMania, but only one will be confirmed after tonight's match. And who drew number 2? Well, the Monday Night Messiah is here. And he is number 2. Seth freaking Rollins of Monday Night Raw. And it's a Raw on Raw affair. And what a second entrant. He is a visionary. He is a revolutionary. He is an architect. He is Seth freaking Rollins. And if anybody can outlast the rest of the field and has the experience, it's this man. Seth Rollins is an individual who said that this Royal Rumble is very, very important to him. And of course, that is also true. The case be that Seth Rollins needs this win quite badly. And it would be a massive kickstart to his road to WrestleMania if he was to outlast the rest of the field. The crowd are in unison in chanting his old theme song, but Seth goes by the Monday Night Messiah moniker. Well, they're just serenading Seth freaking Rollins. Rollins is somebody who hasn't met Breaker in this universe mode, but he's about to find out what the badass is all about. And we're underway. Braun and Seth are going to battle it out to the death. And will one of these men be eliminated before a third entrant even gets chance? I don't think so. Braun's going to fight back here in a clothesline to Rollins as we eagerly are anticipating entrant number 3. And who will that be? Holy sh... It's Uncle Scott! Braun Breaker looks like he's seen a ghost and he's going to go straight after Scott Steiner. And a spine buster to Steiner. And Braun Breaker did not expect him in the Royal Rumble. Scott Steiner could go all the way, a former WCW World Heavyweight Champion, as he eyes up his nephew and looks at the work, and now he's going to go after Rollins. Look at the strength of Scott Steiner. Braun has seen enough as we await entrant number 4, Finn Balor. Of course, a lot of you guys want a Finn Balor push. I'm not in charge of creative, I'm just a commentator, okay? And a wonderful suplex here from Rollins, attempting to take down Breaker. And we have to think who will be the Iron Man, who will end up with the most eliminations. Rollins against the ropes, Breaker going to catch him, tilt world sidewalk slam. And a clothesline to Balor, who could go all the way in this match. And Steiner now on the left of your screen is thrown out by his nephew, and Braun gets the elimination. Number 5, Joe Gacy, new World Tag Team Champion of the Wyatt 6. What the hell is he doing in the Royal Rumble? Must have been lucky to pull that card. And Braun Breaker's going to go straight after him. And see you later, Joe Gacy. Thank you for coming, as Rollins tries to eliminate Balor. And Rollins still working away on Balor. Breaker with 2 eliminations now. And going after Rollins. Excuse me. Look at the strength of Breaker, number 6. Oh, it's the dirtiest Mysterio of all time. Dirty Dominic Mysterio is in the building. And he's in Arkansas. Can Dominic go all the way? Well, not if Breaker's going to run straight into him. And my pick is Braun Breaker to go all the way in this Rumble. I cannot see anybody on the field who could take him out. Maybe his former partner, or current partner, we don't know, because he's donning the NBO gear. Jacob Fatu, who will be in this Royal Rumble later on, and Balor into the corner. And Breaker going to go after Balor. Who is the next entrant? It's Damian Priest. And him and Dom must have been having wardrobe conversations, because Priest is wearing white and purple too. Dominic reverses a former Judgment Day affair, and a drop kick from Dominic. Look at Braun Breaker here stringing Finn Balor off that rope. Now Breaker could be looking to get eliminated. Dominic Mysterio, he reversed a big boot to Dominic Mysterio as we await another entrant very shortly. Who will it be? Oh boy, Dominic better run for the fence, because his father and his deadbeat dad is in the building. Rey Mysterio is here, folks, for his... I don't even know how many Royal Rumbles Rey Mysterio's been in, but it's been a look at the strength of Breaker, by the way, on the south of your screen. He's going to eliminate Balor. And sorry, guys, but Balor is eliminated by the badass. That's 3 eliminations, I believe, for Braun Breaker now. And he's going to go straight after Rey Mysterio. We're going to await another entry. Dom is performing the 3 Amigos on Seth freaking Rollins. And here comes Raw's newest signing. The absolute one, Ricky Saints. Can he go all the way in this Royal Rumble? It's a big ask for a guy who's just joined. And Breaker looking to dismantle Priest. And sorry, I thought Priest was wearing white and purple. It's white and black. Mysterio with a moonsault to Saints. And pedigree to Dominic from Seth Rollins. Look at Rey Mysterio going after Saints as well. Keep an eye on Braun Breaker, who has the most eliminations so far. with 3, and we are only on entrant number 10, and this is Penta, and it's starting to become a lucha affair in the ring, and can Penta go all the way and book his ticket to WrestleMania? Well, that remains to be seen. Ricky Saints, reversal, and Penta could be gone early. Ricky's going to try and eliminate Penta very early on to Penta's tenure in the Royal Rumble. Breaker going after Mysterio, and Bron Breakker and Seth Rollins have been in since the start. Neither of the first 2 entrants eliminated yet. Keep an eye on them too. I would surely figure that one of these 2 will go a long way deep into this Rumble. And here comes the young OG, Javon Evans. Now I believe we have the maximum capacity in the ring with 8. And Mysterio's been eliminated. Rey Mysterio has been eliminated from the Royal Rumble. And they got Buster from from Bron Breakker, and somebody else has just gone on the north. Who was that? Just got absolutely cleared, and it's Damian Priest. And Dominic Mysterio, Breakker eliminates him. And the field is getting cleared, and Dominic will not be going to WrestleMania, at least not for the World Championship. Rollins into the corner. Javon trying to eliminate Penta. Ricky Saints has been eliminated too. So we need to restack the field. We went from 8 down to 4 real quick. A bit of time being wasted here in between entrants. Who will be next in the 2026 Men's Royal Rumble? WrestleMania on the line. Javon Evans thrown into the corner. I can imagine Javon's going to last a while, if anybody is. Maybe I'm wrong, but we're going to get another entrant. I believe this is going to be... This is my pick, actually, number 12. Oh, the great Carly. Goodness gracious me. Goodness gracious me. And Bron Breakker looks like he's seen a ghost. And Great Khali, and Bron is... Everybody needs to pile on the Great Khali now. And Khali just effortlessly lifted up Bron Breakker. I don't think that's where you want to be. And a spear to Khali. Maybe Breakker doesn't want the Great Khali in this Royal Rumble for very long. I don't think any of these men will. Throwing Khali over the edge, and Breakker eliminates Khali. And number 13... the return of El Grande Americano. And Seth Rollins has been eliminated by Penta on the south of the screen. Seth Rollins is now not going to be going to WrestleMania for a World Championship. El Grande Americano is in the Rumble. Can he go all the way? Javon Evans could be in trouble here. El Grande looking to lift him up. Bron Breakker breaks it. And he's not after gimmicks in this Royal Rumble match at Breakker. He's going to throw him straight over the ropes. I can just sense it. Breakker sends El Grande packing. Penta, Javon Evans, Bron Breakker, 3 of the brightest stars of the future. And here comes a 4th, Trick Willie. He's got his lemon pepper steppers on. The WWE Tag Team Champion alongside Carmelo Hayes has entered the Royal Rumble for the first time, and a suplex to Penta. We are getting to the halfway point of the Royal Rumble now. And this is where fatigue starts to wear into those who've been in the Rumble for a while. And that being Bron Breakker. We await another entrant. Who will be next? Oh, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Obafemi, makes his way down to the ring and enters. Look at the strength of Obafemi. And Breakker is just trying to eliminate everybody, by the way. Javon Evans might have Breakker, and a kick, and Breakker says no. And a reversal from Evans. Trick Williams going to work on Obafemi. We know that's a long-ass rivalry back from it, but in NXT. And I think we're awaiting number 16, folks. Javon Evans trying to get rid of Penta. And it's Pat McAfee. And this crowd here love Pat McAfee. And I'm sure if Bren's in attendance, he loves Pat McAfee as well. Can Pat McAfee surprise the field and go to WrestleMania for a World Championship opportunity? Bron Breakker tried to eliminate him. Keep your eyes on the northeast corner there. Javon Evans attempted to be eliminated by Penta. Penta has a good elimination with Seth Rollins. on his list of eliminations. Bron Breakker, I believe, has got 5 eliminations, so I'm not sorry if that's incorrect. And now Trick Willie is going to make it 6. Here comes Ozilla, Bronson Reed. Saw him dismantle and dismember over on Raw Joe Hendry. And Javon Evans is in trouble. Penta with 2 huge eliminations. And Bron Breakker was going to try follow that up. And Pat McAfee has got a date with the Ozilla. Obafemi's still in this Royal Rumble. Look at the strength of Obafemi. That could be a future Intercontinental Championship match right there. These 2 members of Raw are going to go head to head. Bronson Reed might be trying to eliminate the Ruler. Who's next? Here comes Matt Cardona. Bron Breakker with a 7th elimination, throwing out Penta, who had a brilliant Rumble eliminating Seth Rollins and Javon Evans. That's an incredible move, and now Pat McAfee's going to feel the power of the badass Bronson Reed. And Pat McAfee might be regretting his life choices in joining this Royal Rumble in Arkansas, as the men in the ring are nothing short of terrifying. Still much of this Rumble to go, still over at 10 and the field, and here comes TNA's Leon Slater. Can he pull off a surprise and run straight into the badass Bron Breakker, who's currently on 7 eliminations by my count? Apologies if it's wrong. I'll go back and I'll watch this after and I'll give you the exact statistics. But Bronson Reed eliminates Pat McAfee, and Breakker's going to follow that up. Slater needs to put a good showing in for TNA, who are not actually active in this universe mode in terms of a live show, but they are in the ecosystem. He has had a match on SmackDown as well. And the man with the most eliminations in Royal Rumble history, the big red machine, Kane, and he's going straight for Breakker. And Obafemi fighting off Matt Cardona and Bronson Reed here. And Kane could be a very big decider in this match. He wants Breakker. Now he's going to grab Leon Slater. Thank you for coming, Leon. Kane, he's going to turn to Matt Cardona. Breakker going after Obafemi. Still 10 more superstars to enter the field, including Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk. Maybe some surprises as well. Oh, God. Let's hope he knows what match it is. What's up? What's up? Sorry, I'm not doing my job. I'm getting to it. R-Truth is number 21. Of course, we're still awaiting the never-seen 17, the favourite to win the entire Rumble, John Cena, in his retirement tour. Of course, AJ Styles over in Japan. He won't be in the Rumble, but I'm sure he'll work his way back. And he's back on SmackDown after the Royal Rumble. And if you look in the south corner here, Leon Slater's coming in for a flight. Bron Breakker with 8 eliminations, and here comes the underdog from the underground. And as I was saying, AJ Styles will be back on SmackDown next episode, folks, so don't worry, his vacation is done. And he is fully committed to a full-time retirement tour of SmackDown like Cena on Raw. It's going to be interesting to see how that works. Maybe NXT needs a retirement tour. Any volunteers? Sami Zayn could be about to exit his Royal Rumble really quickly. Bronson Reed throwing him over the ropes, but Sami escaping. And by my count, Bron Breakker has 8 eliminations. Can he break the record of 17 held by that other man, Kane, who's in the ring? I believe it's actually Brock Lesnar now, but I'm not sure. I think it's still Kane. And Sami Zayn goes for a trip. Bronson Reed with another elimination. That's Pat McAfee and Sami Zayn for Bronson Reed. He's been quite impressive since he's come in this Royal Rumble. Don't underestimate Ozilla. Of course, Kane is never, ever underestimated. And R-Truth is gone. That's 9 for Breakker. Breakker's got to be the favourite to win this now. And oh boy, here comes Kit Wilson. Everyone in this Royal Rumble is toxic, and Bron Breakker just gets his 10th elimination, throwing out Matt Cardona. Thank you for coming, Cardona. Kit Wilson's run straight into the Ruler. And Kane is still in the Royal Rumble, as is Bronson Reed. And I don't like the chances of Kit Wilson, as he's about to receive a tombstone pile driver. Thanks for coming, Kit. And Obafemi wiping out Kane after. We're getting towards the business end of this Rumble. Spinebuster from Breaker on Bronson Reed. And Bron Breaker, who's been in this thing from the very start, continues. Oh, and Kane just launches out Kit Wilson. See you later, Kit. That was very toxic of Kane. Oh, boy. This has to be one of the favourites. CM Punk. The fall from grace performed on Kane. CM Punk never won a Royal Rumble match. Will tonight be his first, and Breaker's going to go straight after Punk, and he'll want to get rid of the best in the world, that's for sure. The Friday Night SmackDown. Of course, still many more to come from SmackDown. The Viper was still awaiting. And also, we are awaiting Drew McIntyre. Obafemi skinned the cat there. Kane was nearly gone. Here comes the Viper. This is about to become a star-studded Royal Rumble, I can tell you that much. Breaker going after Kane. Obafemi in trouble with Randy Orton. And CM Punk is now in the ring. We can allow 2 more entrants in, making it an 8-man contestant. We've got 5 more entrants coming into the WWE 2026 Royal Rumble match. Who we know that Gunther is number 30. Who's next? It's Drew McIntyre. The SmackDown 3 have drawn 24, 25 and 26. One of these men has got to be the favourite, surely. Drew McIntyre going to go straight after Kane. And Bron Breaker with an uppercut. Who's going to go to the Royal Rumble match? Kane is going to try and eliminate Bronson Reed here. Bronson Reed has been eliminated by the Big Red Machine. Thank you for coming, Bronson. And Kane is really totting up his record of eliminations here tonight. As we continue watching the Royal Rumble match, who will stand tall? Have you guys picked any of these guys? And here comes the never seen 17, John Cena. Many people wanted this man to win. Obafemi's just been eliminated as well, I believe, by Kane. And Punk's going to eliminate Kane. The Ruler and Kane eliminated in quick succession. And look at the rivalry in the ring right now. John Cena and CM Punk stand in the centre. Drew McIntyre and Bron Breaker on the right. And Randy Orton laid on the floor. 3 more entrants to come in. We know that number 30 is Gunther. But we don't know who the other 2 are. Jacob Fatu, I think, still to come as well. So that would be Jacob Unknown and Gunther, maybe. Who's number 28? Of course, we're starting to figure out exactly who will win this Royal Rumble by the numbers. Oh! He's back! Roman Reigns. What brand's he on? Reigns is in the Rumble. And if anybody's going to go all the way, it's the Tribal Chief. So we know the 2, I don't want to spoil it for you, but we pretty much know the other 2 that are to come. We know that Gunther's number 30, the Ring General, is wanted to go to WrestleMania. He's got that number 30. And who is number 29? I think Bron Breaker's eyes will be fixated on that Titantron. Because here comes the Samoan Werewolf. And who's just been eliminated? Someone's just been thrown out at the bottom, have they? Oh, no. Randy's going to get eliminated by Cena. And Jacob Fatu is going straight after Roman. But Breaker's not wasting any time. He breaks that up. And he wants a brawl with his former NBO. Or still NBO. We don't know. And Fatu has to be one of the favourites. So that just leaves Gunther. And one of these 8 men will be going to WrestleMania to compete for the World Championship of their choosing. Who will it be? Bron Breaker in since number 1. I think the next earliest participant would have been CM Punk, who was in at number 24. And here comes the Ring General, Gunther. The missile drop kick to Orton. And Gunther might have just walked into a big pile of men. And Drew McIntyre kicks Gunther. That's what you get for picking the shortcuts, Gunther. You should want to compete at Survivor Series. You piece of... Drew McIntyre eliminating Gunther. That must be a record. I can't imagine Gunther's going to be too happy about that. That one of these men are going to win this WWE Royal Rumble. So we've got to keep our eyes. And whoever it is out of these 7 men, what a contender that is. Cody Rhodes will be watching this Royal Rumble. I'm sure Bren and Brock Lesnar will also be watching this Royal Rumble because they go head-to-head in our main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. And it's Bren's hometown, but it's pretty much the case that Bren is on his own. John Cena on Raw, who is in the ring, warned Bren to not overlook the Beast. Has he done so? Well, we'll find out. And Breaker's going to try and eliminate Drew McIntyre here. Randy's going to try and eliminate Roman Reigns. It's going to come down to two men eventually. And I just cannot see who's going to get eliminated next. What a star-studded Rumble. Drew's going to try and eliminate Breaker. Breaker reverses. And he's still in this Royal Rumble match. Drew McIntyre could be in trouble. There's nobody else left to come out. And people are going to have to start exiting the ring because there's a lot of star talent in the ring. And Cena intercepts Fatu, who's about to sucker CM Punk. What a Royal Rumble climax this is, folks. You cannot pick it. Drew trying to eliminate Breaker. Breaker potentially, well, definitely the most fatigued in this Royal Rumble. He could be the easiest to eliminate out of the 7 men left, but it doesn't look that way. And Cena and Orton's dangling on the edge. Cena tried to put him away, but Reigns intercepted. And now Bron Breakker is going to eliminate Drew McIntyre. He has him military pressed above his head, and Drew McIntyre launched into Rhodes' head. We're down to 6. Fatu teetering on the edge of the ring ropes. Bron and Fatu can't get to each other from the sheer bodies in the way. And it looks like Roman Reigns and Fatu are going to battle it out to try and get an elimination. Now Breaker working away at Punk, Randy and Cena. It looks like Orton's hearing them voices, and Cena could be about to receive an RKO. I wonder how many times John Cena has felt that finishing move in his career. Still 6 men in this WWE Royal Rumble. Bron Breakker in from number 1. Cena on the edge. Fatu eliminates Cena. Oh my God. The favourite is out. Nobody even knew Roman Reigns was here. And what the hell's Roman got for Bron Breakker reverses? And we're down to 5. A gut buster. Here we go. Punk was going to eliminate Fatu, and Breaker helps his former teammate there. Punk had him eliminated. Now Randy could be in trouble. Bron Breakker with 12 eliminations by my count, which is hella impressive considering how star-studded this Royal Rumble's been. CM Punk could be in trouble here. Breakker going to take him to the ropes, but Punk says no. And Roman and Fatu are just battling it out. Orton with a back body drop there to Punk. And one of these men is going to go to WrestleMania. But which one is it going to be? Is it going to be Bron Breakker? Is it going to be Fatu? Randy Orton, will he win the 16th title? Fatu's teetering on the edge, and he reverses. Oh my goodness. And Roman's on the edge as well. Fatu's still in this match. And now finally, the 2 members of the NBO are going to battle it out once and for all. Who is going to WrestleMania? Punk with an elbow drop to Orton. This is tense. Punk looking to eliminate Breakker, and Orton is in trouble. Roman eliminates Orton, and Punk's going to dispose of Bron Breakker. No! Breakker from number 1 will not be, well, he might, but not the way via the Rumble. And this is what it comes down to, folks. Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu, and Reigns is dangling on the edge, but Punk is going to try and eliminate Fatu. And Roman could have been got rid of there, but CM Punk intervened. Now Roman looking to get away. Fatu, both of these men trying to get rid of Fatu. They know how dangerous the Samoan werewolf is, and Roman goes for the kick and misses. And Punk, naive, and Fatu gets the elimination. And now it's down to Roman, and it's down to the Bloodline. Who will stand tall in Arkansas and book their ticket to the WWE WrestleMania World title opportunity at the... yeah, that's it. It's intense, guys. Can't call it. Now Fatu is signalling the end. The hatred for Roman Reigns is real. A splash in the corner. Now Fatu picking up the pace. Reigns could be in trouble. And Fatu's like an animal unleashed. Always considered the back burner of the NBO. And Fatu, with that moonsault, could be about to book his ticket to WrestleMania. Roman's in trouble. Roman's over. And Fatu is going to WrestleMania. Fatu has done it. If his mentor, Bren, retains the World Heavyweight Championship and he chooses another title, oh, it's looking bleak for this universe mode, but congratulations to Jacob Fatu, who has won the 2026 Royal Rumble for the men. A World Championship opportunity guaranteed for Jacob. And I cannot be more happier. And of course, seeing off his cousin, Roman Reigns. Congratulations, you, Jacob Fatu. Well, folks, it's time for the hometown boy. Well, not hometown, home state boy. You've got to be very careful here to put the World Heavyweight Championship on the line one time in front of his home crowd. But he's going to have to face... I envy Bren, because whatever you say about him, he's here tonight and he's turned up, and that's a big thing. And he's going to be without support, but he's got to face this man. Say what you want about this man. I mean, how many of you guys in a real situation would stand toe-to-toe with that guy? I can't think of many. I certainly would not. One of the most intimidating creatures of all of professional wrestling, the Beast Brock Lesnar, as he looks to capture the World Heavyweight Championship, and he's leaving Paul Heyman. He's that excited to get to the ring. Let's hope Brock Lesnar is certainly experienced enough to deal with this away town crowd. And I can only imagine that Bren has got a one-way subway ticket to Suplex City in tonight's main event. And you might be asking the question, how does Bren survive, let alone win? Well, I don't have the answers, and many other people don't, as Brock enters the ring. It could be the last time we see Bren as World Heavyweight Champion. And the Beast is parading round the ring like an absolute uncaged animal. But Bren has the hometown advantage. Despite all his actions, he is in his home state and the crowd will be behind him. And it's a huge moment for that man performing in front of his home state. The first major event to ever take place in the state of Arkansas. And here comes the hometown hero. And we saw his Twitter post in the Discord earlier. And I don't know if this is a dig at Cody Rhodes, who he's beaten twice. But Bren is donning the old high school colours. And the crowd all in awe. The World Heavyweight Champion won that championship all the way back at Saturday night's main event live in Atlanta, Georgia from Cody Rhodes in hit Cody's hometown by cashing in the WWE event. And Bren is primed and ready to face the Beast. Of course, hails from Arkansas. Bren is one of the biggest coups over this calendar year in Season 1 of WWE 2k25 Universe Mode, and you can love him or you can hate him, but one thing's for damn sure, it cannot be denied that this man's meteoric rise to the top by winning the Money in the Bank ladder match and then winning the World Championship somewhat under, well, controversial fashion. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that's what's on the line tonight. World Heavyweight Championship gold. And the destiny of the WWE could be held hostage for further days by Bren. And, well, we don't know what the status is of the MBO, but we've just seen Jacob Fatu win the Men's Royal Rumble match. What does this mean, you might ask? Jacob will go to WrestleMania for an opportunity of a world title of his choosing. Will Bren retain? And could we see some NBO civil war? Or will the Beast triumph and become victorious here at the Royal Rumble match? Well, Bren's going to hoist the title up in front of his hometown crowd. And a bit of a mixed reaction for Bren in his hometown, of course. There's those who forget about the actions of this man and are only focused on the fact that he's the hometown hero. And there's those who have their loyalties with tradition, with morals, and with respect, who maintain the fact that Bren is still not a good guy. And of course, the Royal Rumble from Arkansas, it's not just residents of Arkansas. People travel from all over the world to watch the WWE Royal Rumble. As we get underway here, Bren's going to soak in the atmosphere and Lesnar's going to put him down straight away. And now we are going to kick things off, folks. I don't know if getting into a wrestling match with the Beast is necessarily the smartest thing that Bren has done. Of course, I've said it many times. Bren, an incredible technical wrestler, just overpowered there by Brock Lesnar. Punches to the guts, and things are looking a bit bleak for the World Heavyweight Champion early on. Hip toss there from Brock Lesnar. And of course, Bren may be a former resident of Arkansas, or may still be. He's travelling the world with the WWE, but he might become a very, very stable resident in Suplex City if he's not careful. And the suplexes are going to begin now. German suplex. Get your tally chart out, because I can only imagine that's the first of many. Lesnar with one suplex, and now he's looking for another one. A second German to Bren. And my goodness, man, the strength of Brock Lesnar. Oh my God, huge clubbing blow from the knee into the corner on Bren. And you can only imagine, oh no, it's already 3. It's a hat trick of German suplexes for Bren. For Brock Lesnar to Bren. And now he's back to his feet. And Bren just needs to do absolutely anything to survive right now in this early going. And he does manage to find a way. Hurricanrana on the Beast. Paul Heyman is perched on the edge. And Bren trying to go after Paul Heyman. And that could be a distracting factor. And Lesnar bucks him out of thin air. Another German suplex from Lesnar the Beast. Now brings Bren back to his feet. And he's going to throw him into the corner. And Lesnar will... So big tackle in the corner. And Lesnar is looking to punish. And it's just light work for Brock Lesnar so far. Bren barely getting any offense. No thanks to Paul Heyman, by the way. And a 4th German suplex, from Lesnar. And this is looking like a hometown nightmare. And Lesnar with a 5th German suplex to Bren. And Bren has certainly been warned, even by the likes of John Cena, not to underestimate the Beast. And Bren is going to fight back, and he's going to have to fight back with absolutely everything that he's got right here, right now. Lesnar crawling to his feet. Bren using his body to take Brock Lesnar to the outside. And an elbow drop to the back and the lower back of Lesnar there. Bren is going to have to use this entire arena as a weapon. And into the steps goes the Beast. World Heavyweight Championship on the line. WrestleMania implications for sure. And as long as Bren can keep going in terms of picking up the pace here, and what the hell's Bren thinking? A super athletic individual springboard uppercut from Bren takes down the Beast. Maybe Bren's going for that. Oh my God, tribute to Fatu, who just won the Royal Rumble, and Bren is finally putting down the Beast. My question is, for how long? Because there's still a lot of time left to go in this match. And Lesnar plucks him out of thin air, and we're going to see a 6th and a double hat trick of German suplexes. And that neck of Bren must be absolutely ringing. Lesnar just begs Bren to get back to his feet. A little bit of offense from the World Heavyweight Champion, and now it's time for Lesnar. Went for a belly-to-belly there. Bren smartly escaped. What the hell is Bren doing? Oh my goodness. Backbreaker off the suplex from Bren. And he might be looking for that world-famous Bren zone. The equalizer. The move that puts everyone away, and it connects. Lesnar... yeah, I said everyone. It didn't account for Beasts. And Bren gets plucked out of mid-air. And a belly-to-belly from Lesnar puts the champ on the mat. And Lesnar's just going to continue the punishment. A belly-to-belly again from Lesnar, just dismantling Bren here in front of his hometown crowd. And Bren's actually shown a lot of fight. You can see the cat on the Jaguar, the cat. I'm not sure what it is. Bren, you'll have to correct me. On the trunks of Bren, sporting the high school colours. And now Bren is feeling the pace. And he's starting to get a bit more positive in terms of offense for Brock Lesnar, and a super kick, and that one was wide of the mark, and a clubbing blow from Lesnar takes down Bren, and it's important. Oh god, another suplex from Brock Lesnar, and Bren's career might be shortened after this match, and Lesnar maybe feel like he needs to do something more. Turnbuckle pad exposed by the Beast. The hell's he thinking here? And oh, big clubbing blow, MMA background, and Bren with the equaliser that's put away so many superstars. Low blow. Now super kicks to follow. And Paul Heyman is not happy with Bren's behaviour. And Bren and Paul Heyman having an exchange of words. And the Beast barely even looks fazed by what just happened there. Just got shot in his crown jewels. Seems to be unaffected. Oh my god. And another German, that's the... Oh no, we're going to go for 9. A triple hat trick. A triple German suplex from Brock Lesnar. The Beast incarnate looks ready to linger, and Bren can only stumble in the ring. And look at Brock, asking him to come on. Goes for another German suplex. Bren is going to fight out World Heavyweight Championship on the line. And a clothesline from Bren takes down Brock Lesnar. But a cutter from Bren might have shifted the tides of this match, and Bren's going to go to risk it all. And this is where I feel like Bren needs to dig in that arsenal of actual wrestling talent that he has. He needs to pull something deep out of the bag, and it needs to be now. And goes for that call. Oh my goodness. Maybe not the smartest move you've done, Bren. F5. This could be all, folks. Hook of the leg. Pinfall attempt, and Bren gets his shoulders up. Lesnar is fuming, and I don't blame him. Bren going for the big jugular and plucked out of thin air from the Beast. Now Lesnar might be feeling like he needs some additional help from the ring steel. What on earth is going to happen here? Lesnar went for a big punch, and now Bren's going to fight back. Bren showed an incredible amount of heart here. Went to the referee, nearly. To the outside of the ring, and Bren takes Brock out of the ring, and Heyman's going to get involved here. Yet again, the former ECW chairman, promoter, and the wise man to the tribal chief is getting involved in Bren's business, and we did see the tribal chief return in the Royal Rumble, albeit coming runner-up, and Lesnar with a full Nelson powerbomb there. Full Nelson bomb, sorry. And Lesnar is obsessed with his turnbuckle, might be trying absolutely anything to get Bren's head bouncing off it and to distract the referee. And he might just do exactly that. And these two men going to face off here one last time as we go towards the business end of this match. And a huge clubbing blow from Lesnar. And I really don't understand what Brock Lesnar's trying to do with these turnbuckle pads here. What the hell is going on here? Lesnar, huge clubbing blow. Bren's going to fight back. Now Bren is going to send Brock Lesnar to the outside yet again. He might be willing to risk it all, Bren. And wait a goddamn second, that's Cody Rhodes, who has a lot of history with this man. Oh boy. The referee is out cold. Lesnar's on the outside of the ring, and Cody Rhodes is going to hit not 1, but 2, but 3 crossroads. Bren finally getting a taste of his own medicine as the Beast re-enters the ring, and it's going to be the F5. Cody Rhodes may have cost the leader of the NBO, and has. This crowd, you can hear a pin drop. Lesnar is your new World Heavyweight Champion, no thanks to Cody Rhodes, who still clearly is not over. The 2 losses to Bren. I don't know what will fall out from this one, folks. All we do know is Brock Lesnar is your World Heavyweight Champion. Thank you for watching the Royal Rumble, and thank you for all your support over the year. We're going to continue in 2K26, but enjoy it.
One knock at the door and then we both know how the story ends. You can't win if your white flag's out when the war begins. Aiming so high but swinging so low, trying to catch fire but feeling so cold. Hold it inside and hope it won't show. I'm saying it's not, but inside I know today's gonna be the day you notice, 'cause I'm tired of explaining what the joke is.
This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd. Fire in the sunrise. Ashes raining down. Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd.
Turn to run, now look what it's become. Outnumbered 10-1, back then should've bit your tongue, 'cause there's no turning back. This path once it's begun, you're already on that list. Say you don't want what you can't resist. Waving that sword when the pen won't miss. Watch it all fall in apart like this.
This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd.